How's it going, everybody? And welcome to Just Nobody's Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan.
And I'm your host, Dean.
And today we're doing a podcast.
Woo!
If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button and also hit the like button. If this video gets 1,000 likes, we'll be giving away a hot toy to one of you guys. It could be a Deadpool. It could be whichever one you would like. So just comment which hot toy you would like, and let's get into the podcast.
Yeah, starting off with some movie news. Okay, first movie news. Pixar is considering making new sequels to The Incredibles and Finding Nemo.
I mean, I love both, IPs.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo was so great. Finding Dory was great also. Incredibles, it was such a long gap between Incredibles 1 and Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
So hopefully, that Incredibles 3 can be a faster turnaround.
It was like almost too long.
But that really was the first time we've experienced that whole Marvel excitement, of a good superhero film for kids. I thought that was really well done.
I feel like we need another movie soon, just because like Incredibles 2 was like the first movie we see them all publicly superheroes.
Right.
We didn't really see that in Incredibles 1 because superheroes were technically banned.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So I think we need a third one to show like the whole family as superheroes together.
I totally agree with you. I do feel that there's one thing that I always think about is that there is one thing in the movie industry that I always start thinking about when I think about Incredibles and how long it took. When you look at Despicable Me, right? The Minions movies.
Right.
It seems like every year they're able to turn around and make a new one.
Yeah.
And maybe the stories aren't super, deep, or there's not much, crazy. I think when you look at The Incredibles, it would be interesting if from the span of Incredibles 1 to Incredibles 2, we saw like 4 or 5 Despicable Me Minions movies come out.
Yeah.
So if we can start getting on a better turnaround, it'd be nice.
Yeah. I wonder who Finding Nemo would focus on. Would Marlin go missing and Nemo and Dory have to work together?
It would be an interesting twist to see Nemo have to try to help Dory. And Marlin.
Oh, like he's on his own.
Yeah.
And he has to go find them.
Yeah.
Technically, we see that in a way.
In a way, you're right.
But
both
if
parties are.
If all three of them are in separate places and they have to all try to find each other.
Yeah, that would be
interesting.
Yeah. I also saw that Pixar wants to reboot movies.
Oh.
They want to reboot like The Incredibles and Finding Nemo. I don't know how they're going to go about it. If they're going to just change the story a little bit, or if they're just going to go for the same story with new animation styles. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But that's what I've heard, that they want to reboot those two properties.
Gosh, I just feel like I can't see Incredibles in any other animation style.
I know. I don't know how they would do it.
Yeah, it just seems so good the way it is.
But based on how Hollywood does things,
right.
Rebooting is very popular. So eventually we will get reboots of animated movies.
Okay, according to this source on Twitter, but it's a pretty credible source, Inside Out, a spin-off series, is in the works at Disney+. And it will follow Dream Productions, the people inside Riley's mind that make her dreams.
Wow.
You know how they have like that whole it's like a director directing like all the scenes in her dreams.
That'd be a good series.
So they're gonna follow that, and they're gonna be creating Riley's dreams.
Interesting.
I always wondered though, how do they make those dreams? Because in the movie it is it's a very short scene, but it's like very random too how they do it.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see the process.
I also read, too, that, Inside Out 2, the official runtime is going to be 1 hour and 39 minutes.
Oh, okay.
You and I saw the first 35 minutes.
Yes, and it was great.
It was great. So that means there's still 1 hour to go.
Yeah. A lot of story to be told.
Yeah. We were left on a cliffhanger, so.
A very big cliffhanger, too.
I was very shocked that the movie goes in this direction where.
Spoiler.
Not everybody is as good as they seem.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, according to Deadline, Michael Bay will produce the upcoming Transformers / G.I. Joe crossover film.
Yeah, I saw that. It was so crazy. We saw Michael Bay at the Bad Boys premiere, too.
That was insane. We're standing right next to him.
I know.
Also, Chris Hemsworth is in talks to star in that movie.
I mean, what's so cool that he was cast in that movie is that he's also the voice of Optimus Prime in the new animated movie that's going to be coming out as young Optimus. So that's so cool that he's going to be able to be. I'm assuming Chris Hemsworth is going to be playing a human in the movie.
I would think.
Maybe he's going to be playing a G.I. Joe.
That would make sense. He's got the G.I. Joe look.
Yeah. It would be a wasted opportunity just to use him for his voice.
Yeah. Well, that's wrapping movie news for me, but this is just weird news that has happened over the past few weeks. Okay? This is just odd news that has gone on throughout the world. Apparently, a woman was going to the vet and she decided to stop by a liquor store and get a lottery ticket, $200,000 on the spot. She won $200,000 just buying a random scratcher.
Oh my gosh.
on her way to the vet.
Wow.
She just had the inkling that she should get a scratcher and ended up winning $200,000.
Okay. What's the catch here?
There is no catch.
Oh.
She just got incredibly lucky. But according to this Guinness World Record, the world's fastest wheelbarrow has been found, and it goes past 52 miles an hour.
When they judge that, are they going down a hill or are they going down like a straight path?
I think it's a straight path.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like, it's like motorized though. It's not like it's not like someone's pushing it.
Oh.
It's motorized, and someone's like riding it.
What?
Yeah.
This
This is what it looks like. It's almost like a shopping cart, but
Oh,
motorized.
it's a wheelbarrow. In my head, I
Yeah.
envision a barrel rolling.
Oh yeah, wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
but 53 miles an hour.
That's really fast. I guess it comes down to technologies with the motor, right? The motor is what really can make the difference.
Yeah. Okay, so back in 2022, there was a guy who won $2 million. $2
$2
million lottery.
Okay.
Okay. This year, he got a scratcher and won another $100,000.
Wow.
This is happening like within this month. Like all these people are winning.
What are they doing that we're not?
Well,
How do they play?
I don't know. They're just buying it and getting lucky.
You're like, well, they're just playing.
Yeah, they're playing. We
They're
don't
not
even.
playing,
We don't even.
yeah.
Okay. Apparently, this rare Boba Fett action figure has sold for $525,000.
It's a rocket firing Boba Fett.
It's a rocket firing Boba Fett action figure.
So I believe back in the 70s, it was a Kenner exclusive. So Kenner was the old manufacturers of like toys for Star Wars. And they had this limited edition rocket firing Boba Fett. And at the time, it wasn't limited edition. It was basically, I believe what happened was on the back of a comic book, there was they used to have advertisements and you could cut out an advertisement, put your money. It would say like for $10 or $5, whatever. Here, you can send this into the mail, send this to Kenner, and you could get the opportunity to purchase this Boba Fett. And I believe what you do is you put the little ad into an envelope, put some cash in it.
Yeah.
Or check, and you send it to Kenner. They would send you the rocket firing Boba Fett. But I believe the reason why it's so limited is because there's a button where a rocket shoots out.
Yeah.
A toy plastic rocket. Now, it ended up becoming a safety hazard, and I believe that's why they could never mass produce it and sell it. So that model is very rare.
That is crazy.
And about 10 years ago, Kenner did a re-release for like the 3/4-inch toys, and I have that.
You have this.
I have it, but it's a the reproduced remake.
But you're saying you have one.
I have one. Not that one.
But you have one.
I have one. A remake.
But that's
replica.
insane.
Dude, it's kind of cool, but maybe mine's worth $100.
Dude, this one sold for $525,000.
Do you not catch what I just said?
Yeah, you said it's a remake, but it's cool that you even have one from
okay, yeah.
Kenner.
Yeah.
Dude, what the heck? Dude, it's 3 3/4 inches.
Yeah.
$525,000.
I know. It's crazy.
I don't get it.
So I think what they started doing was they started selling that rocket firing Boba Fett without the little rocket piece at the like on the back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess in late May, a Virgin Australia flight. I don't know how this didn't end up on Twitter or anything, but on a Virgin Australia flight, a man allegedly ran naked down the aisle after takeoff and started knocking like over all like the flight attendants and just like bashing them.
What?
Yeah. And then they were able to tie the guy down, but they don't know why he did it.
So he just stripped down.
He stripped down, ran down the aisle of the airplane after a takeoff, and started like ramming all the flight attendants.
This is maybe a stupid question, but I wonder how far he got through the plane.
To the cockpit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they said they got him down on the ground at the cockpit.
So he made it from the back of the plane to the front.
He definitely didn't start at the front.
But he made it to the front.
Yeah, he was either in the middle or the back.
I always thought there was like a police hidden like what do you call those?
Like a marshal?
Yeah,
Airplane marshal.
airplane marshal.
Yeah. Okay, you know what's funny? I always try to find who the marshal is.
Apparently-
but you're not supposed to be able to.
Right, but apparently there isn't one on every flight, right?
Yeah.
Or is there?
I don't think there is on every flight.
I heard that certain pilots,
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that certain pilots are considered peace officers, I believe. I think, and they can carry on a gun.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's
So-
kind of scary.
I'm pretty sure certain flight pilots
Can
can carry a gun.
Wow. Okay, this last piece of weird news. Apparently, late May, we have found the person that has the most tattoos of a music artist on their body.
So what? They have tattoos of just music artists?
Just one artist. And
Oh,
they have-
so multiple tattoos of one artist.
and they have the most of anyone.
Okay.
So Tara Berry in Kansas
Shout out to you, Tara.
has 18 tattoos on her body of Madonna.
Madonna, 18.
I don't know why. 18 seems like a little much. I could understand maybe 2.
Okay,
18,
to be honest with you, I don't know why you think that's a lot. Dude, 18?
18 tattoos of one person?
I honestly thought you were going to tell me like 100 tattoos.
Oh.
Dude, 18?
That's a lot if it's just of one person. You're telling me you have 18 of her face on your body somewhere.
No, I get that. I get that, right? When you just look at the perspective of when people get tattoos, right, they have considered a lot of tattoos.
Yeah.
Some people have
Some people,
crazy amount of tattoos.
Some people have hundreds, right?
So
But do they have 18 of Madonna?
no, that's valid. I get what you're saying, right? But I'm just saying, in terms of being impressive, you would think that a person out there would break that record easily with 19.
Okay, well, you got to think. She probably has a crazy amount of tattoos if she has 18 of just Madonna.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So
Right.
now you're saying that she might have other tattoos outside of the 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she still has a lot, but she
Right.
just has the most of a single person.
Let's go try to break it.
I don't think so.
19 little ones? Little tattoos?
Who knows how big they are?
Well, that's the whole thing, right? Are they going to judge how big they are? Because if they're not, you should get little 19 little specks.
Sure. You can get 19 little specks that you can claim to be
Boom.
Madonna.
Whoever wants that Guinness World Record, send it to us when you do it.
Okay, I have some more news, but
He's all flustered.
what do you mean? In New York, a man named James Kane was magnet fishing.
Magnet fishing.
Yeah, so they throw a big magnet into like a river, and they see
Oh,
what they
I've
can pull
seen
out.
that on YouTube.
Yeah, so what this guy pulled out was a safe,
Okay.
and him and his wife were able to get the safe open, and they found $100,000 in cash.
What?
Yeah. So then they decided to call the police station, and the police like found no records of any crime that could involve that kind of money. So they said, "You just keep it."
What?
Yeah.
I thought for sure you're going to tell me that they had to give over the money.
No, they said you could keep it, and it was like a finders keepers, loser weepers type of thing.
Wow. I've seen videos like that where they throw over those magnets, like
Yeah.
it's a bridge, and then they throw it into the lake, and they pull out like grenades.
Yeah.
Old grenades that are active still.
Yeah. There was another one where they found like a gun and a skull, and they weren't able to find who the skull belonged to.
Dang, magnet fishing.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at. That's where the future's at.
I just want to try it one time, just to see what I pull out.
Yeah.
Okay, another last crazy news, but apparently this guy has an emotional support alligator instead
What?
of an emotional support dog. Like any other animal, but it's an alligator. And this alligator's name is Wally.
Okay.
And this guy takes it on walks and everything. But apparently, everybody keep an eye out for Wally because Wally has gone missing.
Okay.
And he
back
has
up.
lost Wally.
Back up.
Okay?
We have a lost alligator.
Emotional support alligator.
Okay. But it's on the loose.
It's on the loose.
That should be the breaking news here.
Yeah, but it's Wally.
How does one lose an alligator?
To be honest, I really don't know. Maybe it was Wally was in the backyard and he kind of scooted under the fence or something and ran off.
You have a picture of Wally?
Yeah, this is what Wally looks like with his owner.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, be on the lookout for Wally. He's on the loose.
What city is this in?
This is in Philadelphia.
Well, if you're in Philadelphia, happen to see an alligator walking on the street, you know it's Wally.
Yep. So be on the lookout for Wally. Everybody's looking for him. We miss you.
Okay, moving on. I want to talk about Netflix. Now, Netflix has just announced all their new animation movies that are going to be coming out for the next year, and a couple that will be coming in like a couple years from now. Now, let's start off with this. There's going to be a Sandy Cheeks movie, okay,
Yes.
that follows Sandy Cheeks with her family of squirrels.
Yeah.
With SpongeBob. It's about an adventure with the family, which looks really good. Looks really funny because it has like the whole like it's like real life mixed with animation.
Right. I love the animation style.
Yeah. But they also announced that Plankton will be having his own movie called Plankton the Movie
Yes.
that will basically just be about Plankton.
Plankton deserves some love. All these years of all this hate, he needs some love.
There's also going to be a new Terminator anime series on Netflix that the animation style kind of reminds me of Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Mixed with Terminator, right?
Yes.
It's like instead of having, the monsters,
Right.
it's Terminator.
Yeah.
It looks really good. It should be very exciting. A lot of action. You could tell that it's going to be a little gory.
Yeah. I
There's
love
blood.
that, though.
It's going to be good. Okay, moving on. They also announced there's going to be a Ghostbusters animated show.
Yes.
Now, They didn't show us any footage of it, but basically what it was concept art. And on this concept art, you actually see like stills from the potential show.
Yeah.
And it looked very similar to Across the Spider-Verse animation.
Mm.
And I think like in terms of Ghostbusters, recently we had this resurgence of Ghostbusters with Paul Rudd, right, kind of taking over the franchise.
Yeah.
But what's going to be really interesting is the animated try at this.
Right.
To capture new audiences. The main characters look like they're going to be kids. It's going to be like
Yeah.
a group of kids in a Spider-Verse form of, action and adventure. Should be really good.
I feel like that's the perfect style of animation for Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Because like you can do crazy things with that style. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like too real looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah. A lot of potential there. There's also a crazy announcement about Stranger Things. Now, Stranger Things
Ooh,
is going to be having an animated TV show on Netflix.
insane.
Now, they introduced us to new monsters that we haven't seen in the show.
Ooh.
And we can't really talk about it much, but we're just going to leave it at that.
Just know it's coming.
There's a Stranger Things show in the works. Now, I don't know if it's going to be taking place concurrently with the series that we're watching now, or if it's going to take place after the conclusion of the last season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
There's another show that's coming out called K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes. And that is actually a placeholder name as of now.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was really unique about that show is they showed us unfinished clips of the show. It kind of reminds me of Pixar with DreamWorks and Across Spider-Verse all into one. The textures, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, yeah, it's a very unique style animation.
it kind of reminded me like when you watch Four Town in Turning Red,
Yes.
but better.
Yeah.
But like the animation was better, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it seemed more like real. It's almost like more realistic, but also including kind of like the anime aspect into it.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be good. I think this show's actually going to blow up
Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential there.
because I think the music's going to be insane too.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of excitement for that show.
Yeah, because what it is, it's a K-pop group who are world famous K-pop stars, but at nighttime they're demon hunters,
Yeah.
monster hunters.
Also, Minecraft. There's a Minecraft show being announced.
Yes.
Which should be good. We know Minecraft is going to be having a movie scene with Jack Black.
I feel like the animated Minecraft will be like an animation that's going to apply to all ages, not just like kids who play Minecraft. Like I
Yeah.
feel like it could apply to everyone.
I agree. Moving on. The Beatles. Sorry, this is not Netflix. The Beatles are going to be having a 4-part documentary biopic style movie
Sheesh.
that follows each of their lives. But it's going to be like a cinematic universe because there's going to be a movie focusing on Paul, George, John, and Ringo from their start to the early 70s when they break up. So it's going to be really interesting. But they announced that Barry Keoghan is going to be playing Ringo.
Really?
And Paul Mescal is going to be playing Paul McCartney.
Wow.
That is crazy. Avengers 5, apparently there's rumors that they're going to have 60 MCU characters in it.
60?
Yeah,
60.
60. And I'm assuming they're going to be all heroes. Sean Levy is actually, they're eyeing him to direct.
Wow.
Because, Sean Levy is obviously a part of Deadpool 3.
Right.
It's
Oh
going
my
to be
gosh.
interesting.
That almost makes it seem like Hugh Jackman will be one of the leads,
yeah.
right? Because Sean Levy's gonna be the one like kind of orchestrating how Wolverine is in this MCU kind of thing.
Right.
Hugh Jackman's coming back.
Yeah. And then Alec Baldwin
Oh.
is well, it's not rumored, it's confirmed that he's going to be having a reality show, I believe with he's like 7 kids or something, but it's
Oh,
going to be like him and his family reality show like the Kardashians.
really?
Fallout Season 2 is in early development with the main focus being New Vegas.
Hmm.
But yeah, the goal is they said they're going to try to get it out as fast as humanly possible.
We need that season 2 ASAP because season 1 was phenomenal.
I know, it was so good. If you haven't seen Fallout, go watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's amazing. Green Lantern, they're going to be casting Green Lantern.
Really?
Yeah, they need characters for Green Lantern.
Wow.
Ultraman is coming out today. The director of Ultraman is saying that he has ideas for a second and third movie already.
Wow, a third one?
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be phenomenal.
Wow.
Jordan Peele had a meeting with Marvel to talk about a future project. I know. It would be interesting to see how he would do it.
Jordan Peele?
Yeah.
Dude, that Marvel movie would be insane.
I know, because it'd be the perfect blend of humor mixed with scary and action.
Like, he's so good at, like, psychological film.
Yeah. I wonder what he would do. Maybe a Doctor Strange movie?
That would make sense.
Tom Hardy confirms that there is a Spider-Man in the Sony universe. like, amongst like Morbius, Madam Web, and Venom.
That there is a Spider-Man.
That there's a Spider-Man.
Okay. See, this is where it gets kind of weird.
Yeah.
In Madam Web, during like the press tours and everything, they were saying that there is no Spider-Man in that universe. Madam Web is its own thing.
Maybe Madam Web's not a part of Venom then.
But maybe they're trying to make it now into a thing.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, because I thought Madam Web's part of like the Sonyverse.
Well, yeah, technically Madam Web is supposed to be like the one who overlooks all the Spider-Men.
She definitely didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's just really weird to think about. That, okay, now there is a Spider-Man in there, and now Madam Web is a part of that.
I know. Also, Daniel had some crazy theories that someone submitted that we've already discussed them, but I think it's interesting to kind of to rehash it out. Maybe you guys can provide us some new context or new clues that you think supports the theory.
Yeah, so this was submitted for Cars 2. So in Cars 2, you see Mater in Paris, and while they are in the market, Mater stops at a headlight vendor where he meets Celine. And right when Mater meets her, he gets scared and drives off. But Celine is different from every other car in the Cars universe. Instead of having the windshield as her eyes, her headlights are actually her eyes. And inside the windshield, you could see a steering wheel and a rearview mirror, proving the theory that the cars in the Cars universe were once driven and made by humans.
It makes a lot of sense, right? Because why would there be a steering wheel and a rearview mirror rearview mirror in the car?
Who's using that, right?
Yeah, who's using it? I don't know.
And you can't, there's no other car that has that.
Right, because all the other cars, right, the windshield you just see is their eyes. So you never see them have a steering wheel.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it confirms that there were once humans.
I mean,
now they're gone.
Now they're gone. Okay, the next one, Ratatouille and Incredibles theory. In Ratatouille, Chef Skinner is not the real villain in the movie, but there has been a secret villain hidden for all these years. And at the end of Ratatouille, when Linguini and Colette are skating together, you can see a mime in the background. And there's a theory that the mime is actually Bon Voyage from The Incredibles. And to prove this, if you closely look to a newspaper that Colette is reading, you could see a header that says Bon Voyage on it. But also when Chef Skinner is chasing Remy in the streets, if you look closely, you see a hidden poster of Mr. Incredible in his blue suit. The same suit we see him fight Bon Voyage in the first Incredibles movie, showing that Bon Voyage was in Ratatouille.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
And people like always tell us like, oh my gosh, I never even thought of that. So I hope like someone else can feel that because it is a good Easter egg.
Yeah, because really, why do you need to include the mime? Why do you include Bon Voyage as the header? Why do you include Mr. Incredible?
Yeah.
Like usually Pixar will maybe nod another movie in their movies, but to have that many, a little suspicious.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching the podcast. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button, hit the like button. Also, comment what you guys want us to talk about next week, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on TikTok. And we'll see you guys next Sunday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
We'll see you on TikTok.
God bless you guys. Love you.
See ya.